Hello viewers, we are here with the Sports Trend Sports Talk, and we have a special episode today with the people from BPL, Brampton Premier League Season 2. And as you know, Sports Trend is broadcasting BPL live on Fridays and Saturdays on selected games. So today I'm going to welcome our guest. I have Mickey Malhotra, the president of BPL. I have Haaris from Ramblers. And I have Janvi, right? No? JV? Yeah. Okay, right. And I have JV from?
Lions Cricket Club.
Okay, and I have JV from Lions Cricket Club. So, how was everything, Mickey?
Really, really good this year because the amount of support that, firstly I want to say thank you to you guys. All the hard work and dedication that you put towards us is really, really commendable. And I'm really happy that we have such a magnificent platform for the guys to actually come and talk to the, be on air. And even during the games when you actually come and, get info with the guys, like about the guys, how they're performing, how the teams are performing. These are the kind of things that actually put us a level higher than.
Right. Thanks for your word. Haaris, so something about you and something about your team.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our second season coming back with it. We were a different Ramblers team this year, decided to be a little more venomous this time around, so we're the Snakes. The idea.
Yeah, what's up with the Snakes? The name of Snakes.
Well, I mean, it's a couple of things that have gone into it. It's kind of been a running joke between our club for a while now. Anytime something.
Get it out now.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime something treacherous happens, or anytime someone does something that seems a little iffy or sketchy, we just call them Snakes, and it's just kind of been our running thing all the way through. So we decided, why not make it our team name this year? And it's just been something of a little bit of fun that we get to have to keep it a little bit light in between what's otherwise a very competitive year.
All right.
Okay, so Lions Cricket Club, we made a team as friends and went into Brampton Cricket League initially, and then we thought we need to involve more youth. So we got a lot of young boys from ages of 16 upwards to 21, and this is where we're keeping it. We're promoting youth cricket, we're giving them experience in different leagues as a competitive side, and taking them out of just youth cricket and bringing them to the senior cricket and competitive side, right?
Yeah.
And now in the upcoming season, we have 4 teams going into different leagues, and we have already got 50 plus matches scheduled for different leagues, gaining experience for different formats.
Yeah. So Mickey, you want to give us an update, the mid-season update, what's going on, which teams are on the top, which players are performing really well?
Yeah. So basically Lions themselves have been doing really well. They're second in the league standings. Ghaznavi has actually taken one step higher from last year. They were mid-table last year, but this year they have gone really strong and gone undefeated with one of their teams, and the second team is in the mid-table. One big plus is that we have extreme amount of players, different kind of levels, especially Lions. They have Taimur Mirza, who's the leading wicket taker right now. That's another plus. We have different kind of players this year, even spinners are doing really well because the pitch that's been gripping a lot, especially from last year. The surface is a lot different, and it's a very competitive.
Yeah. So you say and the bowler, you say Taimur Mirza, and the batting, who is kind of leading right now?
Actually, one of our Ramblers guys, Shoaib Zabi.
Okay.
He's been doing well. He has the highest score as well for 89. 89.
What about the grand total, the score?
Grand total, he's above 200 in about 6 games.
Yeah.
And the second best would be about 150, I think, from Lions.
So you're grading batsmen, bowlers, keepers, fielder. Are you grading umpires too?
Yeah.
Who's one of the top umpire right now? One or two.
Well, one of the things that come to my mind is Saurabh Naik.
Saurabh Naik.
He's an international umpire, does a lot of elite games as well in TND. Very, very reputable umpire. Never had any problem with him. He's actually very committed as well to our league,
okay.
Which is very good to see.
Yeah. Yeah, because like that's my favorite topic because I feel I've been in T&D. I've been playing in the Toronto area for like 20 years. I feel like the umpires are the most neglected people and most underused, and I won't say abused, but they do a lot of good things, but it's not enough appreciation for them.
Yeah.
So we tried, when we started talking about this league and with Mickey, we say, we will try to highlight the umpires and give them due respect, right? Thing happens sometimes, heat of the moment, right?
It's a
Haaris?
thankless job.
It did,
Yeah, yeah.
The camera captures everything, Haaris. So, but great job. I know like the umpires, they come from, some umpires come really far. So, that's your update. So, Haaris, how do you find this league? Your second year,
Yeah.
how do you find this league?
Yeah, I mean, I think just being in Canada, it's always really tough to be able to play off season. So I think a league like this offers a great platform for people to be able to actually do that and keep their fitness going, keep their game going.
It's so close to the home.
Exactly, and it's really close to home.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the indoor pitches in the indoor scenario, it's a little bit different as far as your game's concerned. So it really forces you to adapt and really think about your game in different ways. I mean, you might be looking to hit out as far as playing outside is concerned, but in here you have to be a lot more tactical with where you're placing it. The emphasis is a lot more on running, which is good. I mean, I think within Canada in general, we all need to work on running between our wickets, so it really helps us focus on that. But I think it's great. It's a lot of fun to be able to do it and get the competitive juices flowing even in the off season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, last year I came and played a couple of matches for another team. I really enjoyed the indoor aspect, like, it's competitive. It's not just net sessions going on where you forget about running between the wickets and forget about your mental game in cricket. And I mean, a match is a match, right? You can't just go to nets. You can go to nets and just work on your technique, but you can't get that mental spirit of the game going, So in matches, it keeps that alive in the off season as well, and that's why I really enjoyed it last season, and I brought it back. I brought everybody from my team back here so that we're prepared for the summer as well.
So जी क्या difference है outdoor और indoor खेलने में?
Outdoor और indoor खेलने में mainly outdoor you can get boundaries all over.
Okay.
In 360 degrees, and in indoor you have to play all ground shots down the ground, otherwise you will get caught off the wall, and that also helps with your technique, which is a good thing. But in Canada, when you go back to outdoor, these ground shots don't really help you a lot.
You just went to Houston
Yes,
with the Canadian college team, right?
That's right.
Congratulations. So how did that go?
That was, I mean, for me individually, it was a great experience. It was my first time playing on turf wicket. Over here, we only play on AstroTurf, which is artificial, and also matte wicket. Over there, we got to play on the turf wicket, which is a great experience for me. And again, the weather was really there,
Yeah, it's like plus 20.
Yes, a plus 20 degrees. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun there.
Good. So Mickey, okay, I'm gonna change the format of this program. Like usually host ask all the questions, but I'm giving you the leverage that anytime you guys have any question, you can ask the question.
Sure.
So Mickey, all yours.
So I would like to ask you actually कि आपका experience कैसा था? First year आपने खेला हारिस, दूसरा साल आपने खेला, डोम हमारा ऑब्वियसली नहीं था पहले साल में, फैसिलिटी भी अलग थी, तो कैसे आप कंपेयर करेंगे दोनों?
देखिए, हर साल जब तक हमने खेला है, हर दफ़ा एक डिफरेंट तरह का एक्सपीरियंस बना है. उस पहले वाले डोम में एक सॉकर स्टेडियम का था, पूरे साइड क्लोज था, बंद था. It was actually very different in terms of how you were rotating the strike, and rules भी different थे. So it makes it interesting in the sense that हर साल आपको adapt करना होता है, दफ़ा change करना होता है, understand how the game is working and change your game to actually fit for that. It makes it different, exciting. I think there's still room for improvement, like always, but I think it's a great initiative. And like for instance, in our dome this year, right, we have one side that's a net one that makes it a little different that you're thinking about as far as which side you're targeting. But
I never saw that the ball get stopped by that net. It always go through.
नहीं बस बाहर से किसी ने फेंका था एक दफा. That's it. That's the only time I've seen it happen. Otherwise, yeah.
But in that aspect, I think you have to work on the fielding as well, right?
Yeah.
Fielding actually makes it better. You actually make the stop, make the effort to stop the ball.
I saw some of the brilliant fielding efforts in that during the games. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So is the running a little hard Jay, in this AstroTurf? Or is it okay? Is it grips your leg or?
No, running's perfectly fine. I believe, I mean, it's very short, first of all. So, like, it's easier to make runs.
Yeah.
As long as you connect with the ball well and you put it in the gaps, running is really easy to do, other than, like, you know, the fact that, you know, sometimes the ball gets stuck in the different
corner.
corners,
Yeah.
and then it's like dead ball. You can't run on this.
Yeah.
Right, which is not, again, nobody else's fault. Like, it's there everywhere, right? So
Okay.
So last year I think हमारा जो soccer stadium था उसमें ball ऊपर अटक जाती है.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that.
And that was very annoying.
Very annoying.
So you always find one place where the ball gets.
हमेशा जूता उतार के फेंकना पड़ता था to get the
Okay.
ball back. So it was
So
always
with that, I'm getting the cue for the break, and we're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
HBL PSL, which has been winning hearts over and over again by creating this magical event, which brings everyone together.
Beautifully taken, absolutely magnificently done. Gilchrist down the wicket, driving very.
पाकिस्तानियों अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
Absolutely magnificently done. Gilchrist down the wicket. Oh, that's out. Caught behind. First ball. Yes, that's to be.
फाइनल कराची में खेला जाएगा इंशाल्लाह।
Pakistan
जिंदाबाद।
Welcome back, viewers. So we are back with the BPL Season 2 team. Join us at the SportsTrends Sports Talk, and during the break, we have one of the very energetic and fast bowler, one of my favorite fast bowler, Arsalan, has joined us. Arsalan, welcome.
Nice to meet you guys.
Right. So now we are Arsalan. You know, like sometimes I hardly find the president of the league make room for anyone. So this is really nice of Mickey to give room for Arsalan.
Thank you.
So Haaris, you want to talk about the individuals in your team or other team who like you really like playing with them or playing alongside with them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll start with talking about my team. I mean, we have Arsalan to start with. I mean, he's been our top bowler. It makes it very easy as a captain to always know that you have 3 overs from him out of the 15 where it's going to be havoc as far as the opposition's concerned. I mean, they're always worried about holding their wickets down. I think you've got 8 now in the season?
Yeah, I
at
think
this
so.
point, right? So
So how far are you from Temur?
Not too far. I think a couple of games and I'll catch up.
He'll
with
Can you
you.
catch up? Okay.
yeah, he keeps taking 2 a game. But I mean, we've really built our game around having small targets in mind and really pushing that with our bowling lineup. I mean, the way our team has been set up, it is very bowling heavy as it is. I mean, between Arsalan, Talha, Mohammad Suleiman, we have these 3 bowlers who have been absolutely brilliant for their 9 overs, and then keeping it within the last 6 in which we really change things around and make sure the opposition never really settles down.
Yeah.
Makes it quite interesting. And I mean, with that, we've been able to defend a number of small targets for the games we've won. I mean, just this last one against the Ramblers Gold, actually, captain's, president's team over there. Sorry, Knight Riders, actually. Anis's team, so the other Ramblers team, which kind of leads me into the idea of who it's really fun to play against. I mean, we practice with each other all the time, but having 3 Ramblers teams in the league itself always lends itself to a lot of fun and makes sure that it's competitive at all times.
What about somebody you never played before?
Somebody I've never played against before. I don't know. See, I think I've played against pretty much most of these guys.
Everything,
I think it's just more fun to watch some of these players play. Like, for instance, on Ramblers Gold, Harsh Tucker, when he's able to come in, I mean, he's absolutely brilliant batsman. It's even though these are incredibly difficult conditions to bat, he always makes it look so incredibly simple. So it's it's inspiring almost to watch that, and really makes you want to focus on what he's doing well and what you can take from that to work on your own game as well. So
Jivi?
it's good.
I mean, for us, it's been like initially we didn't have a very good balance between batting and bowling in our team, but now we've started to see like a lot of rising stars coming up, like Udayveer Kabuli. He's a right arm medium, pretty fast bowler, and also he's been opening the batting as well for us. He's just 17 years old and just taken on this responsibility also as the vice captain of the team.
Sure.
Then Taranveer Singh, he's number 2 in the batting rankings, second highest runs in the league. And Afan has been doing very well, has made a couple of 50s already in this season. So our batting is getting very nicely balanced and like is getting stacked, for the playoffs to come.
You guys have a really good bowling attack too.
Yeah,
I
bowling
noticed.
attack.
Yeah, Temur leading, and then you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Interestingly, I haven't seen Temur bowling,
Yeah.
so maybe
I'm sure you
next
just
week.
don't know who Temur is.
No, I know him very well.
He bowled me a brilliant Yorker the game we played against you guys,
Yeah.
and I think he got me for a duck in that game. It was just
Is that
brilliant Yorkers.
very usual for you, Arsalan? No.
no, it's not.
He's there to be the X factor. He can come in early in the order and just hit him
Sorry,
around.
I'm the trump card, but trump card.
You'll get your chance. So, Jivi, anyone else you want to
Yeah,
mention?
so our bowling side's also very, it's been doing well since the start, right? Temur Mirza, the number 1 in the bowling rankings, then myself, Udayveer Kabuli, and then we have got some spinners as well, like Manav Patel. So overall, I think it's coming very strong towards the playoffs, and I'm very excited to see how we do at the end.
Yeah. How is your team? Do you have sponsors behind you, or you get self-funded, or how does it work?
Most of the boys are self-funded. In
Okay.
the summers, we do get sponsors, like Akal Optical is one of the sponsors. Specs Express, again, they help us with the sponsoring. And also, Free for All Foundation is a foundation led by Mr. David Green.
Okay.
And that's the Peel District School Board trustee in Brampton. And he's been funding us young boys for the cricket, because most of the guys come from his school area, right?
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Arsalan.
I just wanted to say, whenever we're playing together, Haaris is just, he just knows his strengths, As a captain, he knows where to bowl who and like who's going to come in. The changes he makes are just incredible sometimes. And I feel like we can take on any team in the league because of that.
So, his brother plays in the team too.
Oh yeah, it's a conflict. It's a conflict.
So is he biased, or he's pretty okay?
Fortunately, Tala is really good.
Yeah. So
I think it's
have to be biased.
I think it's the other way around. It probably go even harder
when I
on him.
used to play and my brother play in the same team,
Right.
I never get to bowl and never get to bat.
Oh, wow.
Because he think like, okay, if he give me a bowling or batting, then people will accuse him
Of course.
of so okay.
Favoritism, right?
That's good. So anyone, so you're pretty fast, right?
I'm decent.
Who do you think is equal or faster than you?
Well,
Or at least you feel like.
Ooh, it's such a hard question.
How about Solomon in our squad itself?
he's decent.
Oh yeah, just decent.
He's good. He's got good
He's
things.
not ready to give away.
This is not. He's like, I've got the mantle.
Because you guys probably, I don't know if you remember or not, last year, 2016, there was a Mississauga Sports Festival,
yes.
and we had the competition. It's called the fastest bowler of the Mississauga, and so Arsalan won that, and he bowled with a tape ball 84 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I've played with Arsalan for many years. I mean, it's he's always had incredible pace. It's just,
Right.
if anything, I think the maturity of him has
Yeah.
come in the control. I mean, his control is a
Okay.
lot better now, and it's truly a situation where now you can use your pace as a weapon and not just something that's wayward.
Right.
Yeah. So anything else, Arsalan, you want to add?
No, it's been a pleasure playing in BPL because I feel like it prepares you. It keeps you going for the outdoor season. You know, because you're all prepared. You're playing with your pads on. You're not. It's not traditional tape ball. So I mean, I feel like that's where it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Mickey's doing a great job of running this.
Also,
Okay.
it helps you like keep, get back to your swing bowling. 'Cause
Yeah,
this
oh,
ball
yeah.
swings a lot, and also the
Yeah.
turf. It helps.
So
you
you gotta calculate how much it's gonna swing, and
Yeah.
everyone's shining the ball too. Everyone's working on it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. That was your final word, Haaris?
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit of what we can really give to is the playing conditions, as Arsalan's really mentioned. I mean, it's a different kind of game out there, and I think that's what adds the extra dimension. It makes you a better player. You're playing with a ball that's lighter than the regular ball out there, and it swings absolutely massively. You know, from a bowling perspective, you know that your extras are going for double the amount that they would otherwise, right? So it really forces you to know exactly where you want to bowl, where you want to pitch, and the surface that we're playing on as well, it's one of those where batsmen who have to actually work to get in. I think last year, if you look back at the rankings last time around, I mean, there was a number of batsmen that were really up top, hitting averages of 50, 60 with the bat. That's not happening in this league this year.
No, if anything, bowlers are going.
Yeah, if anything, bowlers are ruling the roost, which makes things interesting
The
because
swing changes the game.
But I see like the score of 120, 130.
Yeah.
It's not enough. If you play like I seen some play.
but I see-
they just singles,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Ghaznavi, that's what they do,
Right.
They don't hit. They just like single.
That's
street
fine,
cricket.
but you can also defend a low total. I mean, so many times we defended like what 80.
yeah,
90
we've
runs?
defended a
It's not-
98. We've defended like a 105, 110.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
it's one
too-
of those where it's pressure. Pressure is everything. Dot balls become that much more important. So I mean, if you have a batsman who's truly understanding how the game is and consistently hitting the walls, that's what makes it. But it's actually those who are trying to hit boundaries all the time that are actually getting in trouble.
And as a bowler, I feel like, if you know how much you, like the skills you have and how much it's swinging and everything, I think you can get any side.
Yeah,
Great.
honestly, it's like 120, 130 is very good.
Yeah.
If you have a good bowling side. I mean, if you have bowlers that don't know their skill level and then they're just pitching it up half volleys and stuff,
Oh, yeah, you're gonna
then
get-
you can give up a 130 total like way easily. Yeah.
Great. So with that, I'm just gonna take 2 minutes with your time. It's like so your league is going on. There is another indoor league going on, but there is a different part of the world. There is different leagues going on. So the PSL is going to be it's like Pakistan Super League, right?
Yeah.
Any messages for them? Your camera is right here. Any messages? So you can say your name, your club name, and then give your message. I'll make sure they'll get it.
Oh, okay. Well, Haaris Kirmani with the Mississauga Ramblers over here. I think PSL in and of itself is a great platform for a lot of young upcoming Pakistani players to really get their name out there. I mean, and it's a great platform. I think it's something that really pushes the domestic structure of the game, and I think that's really important, especially as far as Pakistan cricket is concerned. So I'll be watching and hoping that Karachi does it.
So your favorite team is Karachi?
It's hometown team, got to go for it.
I'm going for the underdog, Lahore.
Yeah.
But
So that's your camera. So
Hopefully,
just say your name, which country you're sitting in right now, because they don't know.
so I'm Arsalan Ahmed. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm representing Mississauga Ramblers Snakes. And I just want Lahore to win. Yeah.
Lahore to win.
Yes.
Javi, you have any message for
I mean,
PSL?
I haven't watched too much of
So you have to say your
PSL.
name and your club.
Okay,
And
my name is Jivi Singh and I'm from Lions Cricket Club. My message would go on to Lahore because my grandparents were from Lahore. So,
Okay.
all right.
I mean, I haven't watched too much of PSL, but that's the team I would go for.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for
Thank
your
you,
time.
guys.
And,
Thank you.
good luck with the remaining season. And we'll get back. Probably invite you again to, come and join us for another talk.
Awesome.
Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Sounds good.
HPL, PSL, which has been winning hearts over and over again by creating this magical event, which brings everyone together.
Beautifully taken, absolutely magnificently done. Gilchrist down the wicket, driving very well.
पाकिस्तानियों अस्सलाम वालेकुम
Absolutely magnificently done. Gilchrist down the wicket. Oh, that's out. Caught behind. Best ball. Yes, that's to be.
फाइनल कराची में खेला जाएगा इंशाल्लाह
Pakistan!
जिंदाबाद